What's up, everyone? This is Sacrificio, and we're back. This time, this episode, I'm finally going to have enough loot. I'm going to have enough elixir to upgrade my dragons from level 2 to level 3. Hallelujah. No more farming for at least a few days. Let's see, what do we have here? These elixirs are full. The elixir collectors are full of elixir. I'm going to throw a bunch of barbarians and archers on the outside here. This will be enough for me to easily steal what's in there. It's a bit of an annoying base because there are lots of walls protecting everything. That's stopping my barbarians from getting in. Pretty much means my barbarians are purely being used as decoys, human shields. I honestly don't mind as long as I get the loot. And one of the things that's important to do is wherever you have multiple, I guess, drop points that are in range of a mortar, drop your troops all at the same time. And the reason I say that, as opposed to dropping some in one area then some in another area, is that if you do them at the same time, the mortar can only shoot at one. And of course, while the mortar's shooting at one, it's not going to be shooting at any others. If it's not going to be shooting at any others, you're going to be spending more time doing damage to the elixir collectors or the gold mines, and more time looting. This is one of those frustrating things. I should do a bit better at math and work out exactly how much is in these elixir collectors and gold mines that are lower level. I'm going to go ahead and attack them anyway because, hey, that's what I'm here for. But I'm just not sure how much I'm going to get out of these and how much is in the storages in the middle. This is one of those interesting bases. It's kind of like a love heart with a point at the top. And these bases, usually, if you have a decent number of troops, if you're fully loaded on troops, usually it's not too hard to get 50% damage on these bases. And that way you can preserve some of your trophies if you are worried about ensuring you keep the trophies intact. Let's see, I ran out of troops real quick. Let's see if I can keep this going and get to 50%. It's going to be close, that's for sure. Where do I need to put someone? Ooh, bad idea. Here comes the mortar. I might need to use my clan castle and my barbarian king. Let's see. %. Maybe the lightning spell was a little bit of overkill, but sometimes when I get low enough on trophies, I'm willing to spend a little bit more just to protect the trophies that I have. 2.8 million, guys. We're getting close now. Okay, we have an exposed town hall. We have collectors that are not absolutely empty. These skeletons, these little critters. Luckily they're not upgraded, they're dying very quickly. Alright, let's see how much we can get out of this without losing any trophies. This base is actually a lot like mine, except for the town hall. And actually, there's a lot more walls in the center of this one. But I like this style of base where you have the gaps and you have the lure, and of course, if I had giants here, they'd be walking right into the middle, where I'm sure there are plenty of giant bombs, and the Tesla towers are already exposed, so obviously they're in there. I do like this style of base. Whatever I need to do to get that dark elixir drill, I will do. Wow, after all that I got very little loot. I suppose it's not very little, but it's not... wasn't really worth all that hassle. What's happening here? Okay, the collectors again are low level. But this is one of those bases where I can probably pick up a couple of trophies as well as a little bit of loot. I may even be able to push all the... oh, there's the bomb. I may even be able to push into those bigger storages in the middle, where it looks like there is a fair bit of elixir being stored. Man, this guy needs a groundskeeper. What's with all these trees and foliage? %'s okay. It looks like all of the elixir is in those storages in the middle, and it looks like I'm not going to be able to get in there. All depends on these mortars. Okay, looking better, looking better. Very nice. I guess the wizard tower was just as much of a pain as the mortars were. 100k, we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel now, guys, but we are so close with 2.9 million. I think I'm going to do it. Especially I'm looking at that dark elixir collector. There's 149 dark elixir. Probably most of it in that collector. The drill, sorry. Drill. This is also a 50% damage opportunity, so I will get 1 star. I will get 10 trophies, so even if I only get a little bit of loot, I'm okay with it. Almost there, almost there. $2.9. Looks like I'm gonna need one more attack, one more decent attack, to get over the line to 3 million. Should I let him just fight it out with this wall? You guys ever watch those replays and there's that one archer who just won't die and you have to wait to see the end? Well, I suppose you don't have to wait. You can just quit it. Alright, this guy has plenty of loot. It's all on the outside, all in the collectors. I only have 32 and 38 archers and barbarians, but I think that's going to be enough to get me over the line, and I definitely want that dark elixir. Going to need to contend with these army camps and these Tesla towers. There we go. 3,049,000. Wow, didn't even get to touch most of those elixir collectors there. This is the thing that frustrates me about my style, is I get impatient, so I go out with only 70 troops. Then I find a base like this where I could easily loot 200k plus of each, gold and elixir. Anyway, let's collect all this. Let's see what I can do with my 3 million elixir. Well, I've also got 1.4 million gold. Okay, dragon upgraded, or upgrading. That's going to take 10 days to go from level 2 to level 3. I'll take my cannon to level 9 as well, I think. Beautiful stuff. I don't like to sit around. I feel a bit uncomfortable when I sit around with a large amount of loot because, you know, when I walk away and go to sleep and do something else other than Clash of Clans, people come and steal my loot. How dare they? This is a nice attractive base. We have an exposed town hall. We have loot inside the collectors and gold mines. And the elixir storage and the gold storage is exposed to the outside. Man, This is a generous person. Marcos5, thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate your generosity. The reason I wanted to go for the top elixir storages before I went for the bottom gold mines, not just because I need elixir more than I need gold at the moment, but also because the mortars are a little bit closer to the gold mines than they are to the elixir storages. So the gold storages than they are to the elixir storages. So I decided to go for the elixir. Not a bad decision. I also got the 2 stars, so I can get a few more trophies than I would have if I got 1 star. That's all I've got time for today, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/unyieldingsacrificio. Thank you. Bye-bye.